Today we are going to be talking about rapid cash strategy number one, piggyback marketing. So, piggyback marketing is a simple method which involves promoting affiliate offers for products that are getting a lot of attention online. So, basically, you are technically just leveraging or piggybacking on the buzz around these products. And the buzz could be generated through a variety of things. It could be, obviously social media. It could be, launches that are coming up. And so there's a lot of affiliates promoting them. It could be, just a lot of different reasons why there's actually a lot of interest behind a certain product. And so that is what I'm going to be talking about here, is how to leverage when you have a pile of affiliates promoting a product. People are always constantly going out to the search engines to find information about that product. So I'm going to talk about how to find products to promote that you can then piggyback on, and then also how you can actually use that, how to position yourself so you get in a spot where you are actually able to actually leverage the authority and the buzz around certain product launches. And this is a great rapid cash strategy because a lot of the methods I'll teach you involve affiliate programs which pay instant commissions, which of course it goes right away into your PayPal account. So it can't get much more, rapid cash than that. Some of the other affiliate programs pay out within 30 days. So this is a system where in under a month you could technically, conceivably make money in a very short amount of time. And you're actually going to be, it's using a proven system that I've used myself for quite a while. And I know a lot of my affiliates actually use for some of our very own product launches. And so I know this works very well. And it's what's excellent about it is, there's minimal effort actually. You don't need an affiliate program, or you don't actually have to have your own product. You basically just need to become an affiliate, and I'll go over those details as we go along. And you need to have some basic web skills, which we'll cover in the technical training videos very in depth for you. So there's really not a lot involved. If you're able to point and click your mouse, then you have the abilities you need to do this strategy, and that's what I like about it. Plus, you can actually see cash rather quickly if you do it right. This strategy works in almost any niche market, including physical products that you would buy on Amazon.com. So there are multiple strategies here. Of course, to start off with, we're going to talk about leveraging digital products, but I'm also going to go in depth on using physical products like Amazon.com. And again, you can also leverage holidays using this method, is another great strategy. So at the very end here, I'll kind of address how you can leverage holidays with this method. So piggyback marketing for digital products, finding that perfect product to promote. The first step, of course, for this strategy is finding a product that you can be an affiliate for. You have to become an affiliate for a product so you can actually make the commissions. So literally what this strategy entails is, you're going to find a product that is actually getting, a lot of interest. It's a product that hasn't launched yet. This is how it works the best. You can do it with products that have already launched, but it works best if you find products before they launch and you set yourself up to be in position so when that launch hits, you're able to collect the commissions and the payments. So we're going to talk about how to find that product, how to position your site and build that little website, and just the few simple promotional strategies you need. And then after that, we'll just talk about the next steps and what you can do beyond that. It's a very simple strategy, and as you'll see, it's something that you could quite frankly rinse and repeat and use it as a nice side income as well, or anytime you need a little cash infusion, or if it's something you just want to do more full time and just go gangbusters and do this for about every launch you can see, it can be a great strategy to leverage. You want to find a product that potentially has a lot of affiliates promoting it, and also one that is getting a lot of buzz and attention online. For the this first method I'll teach you is how to profit by promoting digital products. It's probably one of the easier methods, and it's also good because generally when people are buying digital products, information type products, there's a lot of buzz going on in social media. People are talking about the products. There's a lot of interest. Naturally, these people will go to the search engines and look up this product, which is actually how this system works. It's when you're positioned in a spot, you found a product that's about to launch, and you get yourself in a position so when people go to Google and type in product name review or product name, scam, or product name tips, or product name info, or just the product name, you're in a position to where you actually come up and can actually take that traffic and leverage it so that you can actually make money off it. And so like you write up a nice review, they go to your website, and we'll talk about this more as we go, but that's really what the strategy entails. Is they get to your review site, they read your review, they click on your link, they go to the sales page and make a sale, and they are actually pre-qualified, which makes it really nice because they're actually going to Google and they're specifically saying, I want information on this product, so they're very qualified people to be going after. So some of these even will pay you instant commissions to your PayPal account, which is a huge bonus. So there's no waiting around whatsoever. That money is in your PayPal account. You can use that money on eBay if you want. You could move it to your bank account, which that'll take 2 to 3 days. But like you said, that money is instantly in your account for you to use. And so that's what we'll talk about first, is affiliate programs that will help pay you right away, instantly. So make sure for the first step, and this is the very first step to make sure this works, and I would recommend you go through all these steps in order to get started properly. But make sure you have a PayPal account that is set up for Premier or business status so you can receive instant commissions. And that's really important because a lot of these programs I'll talk about will actually pay you instant commissions direct to your PayPal account. And in order to accept this money, and in order to get paid from some of the other affiliate programs, if you are getting paid by PayPal, you need to be set up as Premier or business status. So you can go to paypal.com to set up an account, and if you already have an account that you already have going right now, what you would want to do is go to paypal.com, log in, and at the top of the website it should actually tell you if you're a business or Premier or verified, or it's right around where it says verified or non-verified member. So that's what you want to look for. And if you're not, set yourself up for either business or Premier. It's very simple. They don't charge you any money for it. Just make sure you're set up to be either Premier or business. At the very minimum, you want to be set as Premier. That way, you are going to indeed get commissions when you sell something. Next, you want to make sure you're registered at the following sites. Now, these are websites where you actually will become an affiliate. And so we're not going to go over the exact registration process on each of these sites just because it's very self-explanatory. You're going to look for the registration or the sign-up link. But we do have a video or so that will be included here that you could actually watch on setting up at least one of these accounts so you understand the process. But for starters, you want to go to jvzoo.com after you've made sure your PayPal is business or Premier. So that's the first step. Make sure your PayPal is business or Premier. Second step, go to jvzoo.com and register there. And what you're going to find there is once you're registered and logged in, it's actually going to ask you to verify your PayPal account. So you're going to want to follow those instructions to verify your PayPal account that you just set up as Premier Business, or if you already had it, that's great. And what you're going to do is actually go through the steps they give you and become basically become a verified JVZoo user, and that's going to enable you to get paid instantly. That's where you're going to start seeing some commissions. It's a very large marketplace with products in all niches. It's kind of an up and coming marketplace. It's built for instant commission type products. So if you're somebody that you want to make money like right away, so as soon as you make a sale you get paid, JVZoo would be a perfect marketplace for you. And what's nice about them, they are growing, so they're not only internet marketing related products. There are other products and other niche markets that you could find there. WarriorPlus.com, it's a marketplace focused only on internet marketing type products primarily, but there are quite a few big launches that do go on here, so there is a lot of buzz that can be generated from products inside the Warrior Forum. So to do this, just go to WarriorPlus.com. That's WarriorPlus.com, and go ahead and go through the steps to sign up as an affiliate there as well, and then follow the steps to verify your PayPal. So the nice thing is they'd make it very self-explanatory as you're setting these up, and again there will be a video showing you how to set at least one of these up so you know the process. But the most important thing is follow their on-screen instructions, and you want to get signed up for all these sites just so you're ready to go. The next site is digiresults.com, and it's another marketplace with a lot of large internet marketing type launches that take place. So that one, there are a few other niche products, but mainly it's internet marketing focused. In fact, primarily, I believe it is internet marketing, software, those types of products related. And that's a lot of WordPress plugins, those types of things. So digiresults.com, digiresults.com. Very similar process to when you sign up at JVZoo or Warrior Plus, where you need to verify your PayPal account. Next one you want to look at is www.productpay.com. It's a newer marketplace with internet marketing launches and a few niche products to promote. So there are a few products in other markets, and that's another one that will pay you instantly. And the reason I recommend you do this first before you find your product is because because there is a small little, a process for setting these up, and it's also important that you're already established. That way, when you do find a product that you want to promote, it's a matter of just getting approved for that product and submitting for the approval. And so, that's where you want to be, and you don't want to have to set up an account. That way you can act quickly. And so that's why I recommend you get these going. At the very minimum, I would go with JVZoo and Warrior Plus. Those tend to be a little larger marketplaces. Or you could go with DigiResults. That's an up and coming one as well. So what you want to do is get your PayPal in order and registered at these sites to ensure you're ready to go when you find a product to promote. And these sites mentioned above, all four of them, do pay the instant commission direct to your account. There are other ones you could write down. Another one is called payspree.com. That's PAYSPREE.com. And then another website is rapbank, RAPBANK.com. And that's Rapid Action Profits Bank. It's basically a website where you can find a lot of different products that run on the Rapid Action Profits script, which is another instant pay script. Generally on those ones, you're not going to have as many huge launches, but definitely on these top four, you're going to have, find some larger launches take place. So the next thing you want to do is make sure you're set up with clickbank.com. Make sure you are an affiliate. It's just another site you want to establish an account with if you want to promote digital products. It is the oldest and longest running marketplace for finding affiliate offers. So it's a very well-seasoned marketplace. It's somewhere, especially if you're looking for more obscure niche markets or products that you really are interested in, then you could find it with ClickBank probably more than likely than any of the others. The one thing I do want to point out is that this strategy, it's not niche specific, so I've seen people monetize this strategy, and I've done this myself, where you can make money with promoting weight loss products using this piggyback marketing method, promoting the newest fitness products, promoting the newest home business products, internet business, survey type opportunities. I mean, really, you can find any product that's going to be launching on ClickBank or that already has launched, for example, and you could promote it using piggyback marketing methods. So you're not limited to product within your particular niche market. And so that's something also to point out. They offer products in almost every niche imaginable, and a lot of these products in this marketplace can generate a lot of buzz just because ClickBank has a lot of notoriety. They have a lot of affiliates behind it, and so if a product is positioned well, it can really take off with ClickBank. Another thing you want to look at signing up for, and this is a little bit different in ClickBank, is nanocast.com. And that way you make sure all your bases are covered and that you have an account going with them. With that website, their affiliates, generally the vendors will pay out by PayPal or a check. It's up to you. You choose your preference with Nanocast. But there are quite a few marketers that do run their affiliate program through Nanocast, and so that's just one of those things that you want to make sure you're ready for. So the reason I recommend you do all this is because you want to have six you want to have six of these set up and ready to go. So if you have six, then you're really well established. You have all your bases covered, and when you find a product to promote, you can just jump right in there and start pushing it. So after signing up for these networks, you'll have access to see what products are popular. A lot of these networks will actually list out, these are the top selling products. ClickBank does a really good job listing them out by gravity score. And, we actually have a video that'll show you how to navigate ClickBank and also JVZoo for finding popular products. JVZoo.com and their top navigation has a link that says top sellers. You can see top sellers by past 30 days, 7 days, those types of things. You can make money with products that are already launched, but the best results will typically come with you promoting the launches that are 7 to 14 days out into the future. So, your best method is going to be to promote the products that have not launched yet, because what that means is there's less competition and you're better in a position to start making money that way. And so you can promote those products that are older, that are already established, that do have a lot of buzz and stuff going with them, but you're going to run into a lot more competition. And so to get the strategy to work the best, I would recommend looking for products that are 7 to 14 days out. And I think that's a good, medium to go with, because you can find some good products that you can actually get behind. And the reason, again, you want to do that is there's less competition. It's a whole lot easier to rank for it. And then you're actually the one that shows up first instead of having to compete with a bunch of people that are already there. It's not saying you can't go to ClickBank or JVZoo and find a product that's performed well and start, promoting it with your own landing page and those types of sites. It's just that there's a lot more competition when you start doing that. The nice thing too is, since there's so many products that are launching, the ability to come across big competition is actually quite thin as well. So you can position yourself to where you actually can actually be in a spot to where you're not competing with as many people. So it gives you a jump on all the other affiliates, which means a lot less competition for you. So when finding those products, look for those products that are in the future, and we'll detail that out in the upcoming slides here. So I'm going to show you how to find products before they even launch. One of the first sites that you want to check out is called muncheye.com. That's muncheye.com, MUNCHEYE.com. And it's actually focused around internet marketing type product launches. And it's kind of a newer one, but it does have a lot of buzz behind it. And you'll want to visit muncheye.com to get access to the latest product launches on there. So when you get to that website, you're going to see, there's going to be a tab on the home page. It'll be near the bottom in the middle section there. It's going to say premium launches or all launches, and right there you can actually see where I drew arrows there, but you can actually see the logo. So you can see the JVZoo logo, the Warrior Plus logo, the DigiResults logo. They do show the ClickBank logo when it's when there's a ClickBank launch. And what it does is tell you, okay, what platform is this product on? And if it's JVZoo or Warrior Plus or DigiResults, that pays you instant commission. So that might be something you want to pursue. So if you look at right under premium launches, they list on the left side premium launches. So these are launches from affiliate partners that are very well known. You'll also come across some of these that maybe don't have a certain network with them, and if you go there, you'll find that they actually have a another affiliate platform. So they might be using their own in-house affiliate program. They might be using Nanocast, One Shopping Cart, or another one as well. So you can find these launches that are upcoming, and if it's a network that you don't already have an account with, you could go out there and sign up for it. And so I would take a look at that. Just to see what kind of launches there are coming up. So premium launches, then you've got all launches, and those do a really good job of letting you know what's coming up. They've got the dates there of when they are, and premium launches, like I said, tend to be they automatically put launches there from people that are more established marketers. So the premium launches have a better chance to attract more buzz, and those might be the ones you want to focus on. I mean, right here you've got a list of 10 launches coming up that you could quickly use these strategies that I'm about to reveal here and make quite a bit of money, and at least have yourself in a position to where you can actually make something happen with it. So this is kind of another look at muncheye.com. Once you click on one of those links, it actually takes you inside here, and you can actually take a look inside and see the JV page and actually, get the JV page link so you can read more about that product. You can get more details, you can get swipes, and this kind of stuff will all come in handy when you're actually working on your review for this. You can see the vendor, you can get all kinds of information, plus see which affiliate network they're using. And so this is just how Munch Eye works. It does a really good job of displaying the products, giving you an update on what's coming up, what platform they're using, a little more on the product. So I would check out muncheye.com to get an idea of some of the newer internet marketing type products. Another one here is jvnotifypro.com. Probably the most popular one in this market. If you go there, you'll want to set up an account. They do have a free account that you can set up, and they've got featured announcements. You can kind of see what's going on there. You'll see featured content. So you can see that, like this guy named Anthony Morrison, he's actually launching a product in May. And then you've got, Alan, he's launching a product on, in March 14th that actually went live that is still out there. So it's something you could promote. So you can go there, just kind of gives you the what for, what's happening in the JV marketplace. But it's well worth your time to check that one out because you'll find all kinds of products that maybe muncheye.com would miss. Like for example, Muncheye didn't have a lot of launches here. So that's why I talk about diversifying so you constantly have a pool that you could be working from. And the key thing is, you may not find the perfect product right away. It's all about repetition, as we'll talk about. It's all about repetition, and it's all about consistency. Being consistent and repeating over and over the steps to make this happen. That means promote 5 products, 6 products, 3 products, 2 products. You may not hit a home run on the first one. You might only make a sale or 2, or you might make nothing. And so it just doesn't mean the strategy is not going to work for you eventually. It just means that maybe you need to do a second one or a third one, or find more products to promote. And so it's good to have these tools to diversify, like muncheye.com, JV Notify Pro. JVNewsWatch.com is actually very similar to JV Notify Pro. It's actually by the same people. They kind of work together, but you can actually take a look at their website. They have a little bigger list, like new JV launch announcements in the top navigation. They actually do a really good job of launching new things that are up and coming as well. So that's another site where you could pull some ideas from for upcoming launches that you could tap into as an affiliate and really position yourself before everybody else gets out there. Another site that I want to show you is called launchboards.com. Launchboards.com. With this website, what's really nice about Launchboards is that it has probably the largest variety that I've seen. It's not just focused on internet marketing like Muncheye, and JV Notify Pro can be a little harder to find things at, but this one does a really clean, concise job of displaying which products are launching. You can search them by your preferred marketplace. Like if you only want to promote JVZoo, you can see here you can search by JVZoo and it will only bring up JVZoo products. Let's say you're a ClickBank person, just type in ClickBank, it'll only bring product launches that are on ClickBank. Or let's say for example you're somebody that likes to promote private label rights, you could put in that phrase there, the search bar, private label rights or PLR, and it would bring up a list of launches that are selling PLR. Or you could put in list building or search engine optimization or weight loss or ab exercises. Whatever your list is targeted at, with Launchboards you can actually find it. So what I would do, is go to launchboards.com, search for whatever interest you have or type of genre of products you want to promote, and they will actually give you like a heads up of these are launching on these dates. Some of these products have already launched in there, so you could actually look at launches that are in the future. And so I would check out launchboards.com. Lots of cool little tips and tools and things within that website. It's just another tool to add to your arsenal for finding products that you can promote. IMNewsWatch.com. This is all internet marketing news only. What happens here though is a lot of times before affiliates will launch a product, or vendors, they will actually go out to IMNewsWatch.com and they will actually post what it is their launch is about, when they're launching, details on their JV page. You may not always find it on the site, but it is a good job of kind of getting a pulse of what's going on out there, and it does a tremendous job of kind of letting you know what's going on. So I would certainly check that out. The next one is cbengine.com. This website, as you can imagine, is focused only on ClickBank. So what you've got here with cbengine.com is only ClickBank related products and offers. And so with cbengine.com, it gives you an idea of what new products are coming up within ClickBank. So you could actually go to CB New Products and see products that maybe are just added, and so they haven't had a huge launch behind them. So you could go in there and do some of these review methods that we'll talk about and get yourself positioned before all the affiliates jump on board. CB Engine also really does a good job of kind of telling you what products they recommend, which products they think are best, that they can look at the best gains, the insider relisted products reviews, lots of different features with CB Engine. They do have a pro option. It's up to you if you want to upgrade that. You can kind of see their benefits there, but for starters, if you're starting out in short on cash and working hard to get rapid cash, then I would maybe look at JVZoo or some of the other marketplaces and ignore CB Engine. But it is another tool you can add. The Digital Point Forum, this is a huge webmaster forum, absolutely enormous webmaster forum, and you could just Google Digital Point Forum to get some ideas there on this website. With the Digital Point Forum, it's a huge buy sell trade webmaster website, and you can advertise virtually anything here. So people will advertise their affiliate programs just like it says on their site. People will actually advertise their upcoming product launches. And so what I would do is go to Digital Point Forum, and then you can see where I put that arrow there. There's a business and marketing section, and then look under affiliate programs. And a lot of times people will list out, some of them might be talking about affiliate programs, but other times people will list out their up and coming, launches or new products that are coming out on ClickBank or other sites. You can see here that I'm inside the ClickBank affiliate forum, but there are many other forums. And so internet marketing forums are a great way to get a pulse on new things that are launching, especially like a webmaster forum like Digital Point. So I would check that one out also on top of the other sites. But at the very minimum, check out launchboards.com and muncheye.com and a few others. And like you said before, the niche does not matter. So don't get caught up in finding the perfect niche. If basically what I would do is look for a product that's about to launch and go for it. Just go for it. Use these methods and rinse and repeat these methods. So don't get hung up on, oh, I got to find the perfect product. Just look at them, see if there's a product that you think suits you, that it's okay, you feel okay recommending, and just go for it. Go all out promoting that product. So here's kind of a piggyback marketing example, just so you know kind of what people are doing. And I'm going to show you several examples here, and then I'll go into a little more detail about how you can monetize this method. But here is a piggyback marketing example. You'll notice this product, there is a product out right now that's actually in the middle of launching called Love Claw, which is like a WordPress type plugin that kind of allows people to share content more. And so this product is called Love Claw. And so you can see here that people have actually searched, in Google, Love Claw review. And you'll see here the websites that show up, the top 3 websites plus that video are all review oriented. They're from different people. Loveclawreview.com is, just from some random person, and I'll show you those examples here. These are all written by different people, and what it does here is actually, these sites have actually positioned themselves for that phrase because they knew people were going to Google, Love Claw review, Love Claw bonus, or, the product name review, product name bonus, product name only, And so that's why when I did this example here, I wanted to show you this is what you want to do. You want to piggyback off the buzz that all these affiliates are having, because there's lots of affiliates promoting a lot of these products. They have a list of 100,000 people, 50,000 people, 20,000 people, 10,000 people. You have a pile of affiliates, so it's reaching tons of inboxes. Well, naturally, before people buy, they may go out to Google to get an idea. Well, if you can position yourself to, be that person that comes up with a review, then you could actually get the commissions because people are looking for it. So that's where the whole piggyback marketing comes from. Here is an example of one of those websites. You can see here it's a very ugly WordPress theme. In fact, I think this is the one that ranks at the very top. It's just loaded with content. The only mistake I see on this site, though, that they didn't do is they forgot to insert their affiliate link. I don't think they probably realized they're ranking at the first page, but they forgot to put in their affiliate link. And that's the only mistake I see they made here. But I wanted to show you this. This is kind of the sites you'll be building. Very basic, very simple, yet functional WordPress sites. And what you're going to do is do a nice write-up, a nice review, and then link over, prominently to the website you are promoting, or just put some sort of a link so people can get access to that product. Because if your review does a good job of getting them really interested in clicking, then they're going to click on to the page. And this is just one example of several that I have here. But this is how it works. It's just a matter of putting up a simple website, writing a review about that product. So like internet advertising with love clause, actually a good way to make money online. So it's a really good title there. It gets the keyword in there. It does a good job so that search engines are getting what they want, which is fresh and unique content. So what you want to do here is also you could build a site like this. This is a little better looking WordPress site, and this one is also called, like, I think it's loveclawreview.org is this one. The other one was like loveclawreview.com, and then there's the Loveclaw Review as well. So there's a lot of different options people went with, but this one here is another perfect little website that they built. I really like one thing they're doing there. If you'll notice in the right hand side there under the sign up now, they're actually building their list up. So you'll see get 5 free hot WordPress plugins by signing up for our WP plugin newsletter. And what they've done here is they've created a list of people that are interested in WordPress plugins, because this is a WordPress plugin, this particular product. So if you're promoting a traffic product, you could find a PLR ebook on, like some network out there. You could find PLR wholesaler, PLR shop, or something like that. So find like a PLR site. One popular one is theplrstore.com, theplrstore.com, and you could go out there, find a website, find a product related to what it is they have, and use that as your giveaway to at least build up your list some. So maybe you don't get people to end up buying this product from you, this particular product, but you've now got them on your email list, and they're interested in LoveClaw, which is a WordPress plugin, so chances are they're going to want to buy other WordPress plugins, and now you have a way to promote to them later with your email list. And so this would be a great way to leverage a rapid cash method, because you're going to make, you can make instant commissions by promoting this product as an affiliate. Plus, you're going to leverage it as a way to build up your email list. And so it's a huge opportunity for you there. And so that's something I want to encourage you to do, is not just worry about the reviews, but also build that list up, because you can build a nice targeted email list from people that are very interested in a particular product. And so you can see here, this is just a very basic site. I took a look at it to see how many pages they had. They have this initial review page, they have an About Us page, and then they do something called WP plugin reviews. And so they've just like created one blog post in there just to kind of give this a little bit of a mix to it. And the other thing they did is they did an about page for who created this product, which I think is a really good thing to do. They found out who the product owner is, what their name is, what they do, and I think that's really important for building a lot of credibility. And then to further that credibility, they put in a contact us page. And if you were to scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see that they have a privacy policy, an earnings disclaimer, terms of service. At the very minimum, though, what I would have is a privacy policy, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. But you can see here, it's not a huge website. You don't need 25 pages, 30 pages. You just need a couple pages. You need a one-page review, an About Us page, which talks about who you are. My name is so and so, and I like reviewing products on the internet. I mean, you can come up with a way to say that so it doesn't seem so goofy, but I mean, there's a way to say that so you don't have to come across that, you don't have to position yourself as a certain expert. WP plugin reviews, what you could do is just create a blog. So like, let's say you find a product about search engine optimization that you choose to promote. We could do a short little write-up on search engine optimization, or find another SEO product review, and so you have 2 or 3 products that you're reviewing on the same website. That way it just kind of gives your site a little texture, a little more content for the search engines to pick up, and might give people another option or scenario for something else. The about the product creator, I think that's a great method. It's going to help put people at ease, plus help you with search engine traffic, because a lot of people will actually type in that product owner's name during a product launch. So that's absolutely huge. And then finally, you've got that contact us page, which builds a lot of trust and credibility. And so this is a really good job that this person has done with their review of this product called the Love Claw. Here's another example, just another basic WordPress site. They just did, a nice little write-up about it that you can see here. They've actually done, it looks like 5 different blog posts about that product. So the other person only did one big write-up. This one's done 5 shorter recent posts. And what you would do is you want to position yourself as soon as you find out about this launch, whether it's 7 days out, 14 days out, 21 days out, couple days out, whatever the case is, you want to start adding content to it after you buy that domain, because that's super important to getting it indexed and getting it in a position so you can actually see that traffic when launch time comes around. So it's really, really important that you act really quickly once you get a domain. Here's an example. This guy's promoting the Love Claw, but you can see here he is just doing a video on YouTube, and you can actually see all he did was like a screen capture program. You can use a variety of choices, which I will discuss here in a moment. But what he's got going on here is just a very basic review where he talks about what the plugin allows you to do. So that could be something where after the product launches, you quickly buy it, and then you could do a video review on it, so you can capture that buzz that might be coming to YouTube for it. And the other thing you can do, what's nice about YouTube, is those results will oftentimes show up in the regular organic listings. And so that's what I would do is go in there and go out there to create a video, and it can just be a simple write-up. It could just be a very basic video where you are sitting there and talking about that product. This is what I know about the product. Do your research. It can be a couple minute video. This one here is 6 minutes. It could be a 30-second video even. Check out the Love Claw to learn how to get more likes on your status updates. You don't have to show your picture like this guy did as well. And you can see that he's also offering lcbonus.com. He's offering some sort of a bonus, which he'll probably talk about in his video. So if you're offering a bonus to go with that product, which I would recommend, sometimes it really helps with higher conversions. If you do have access to products like with PLR, private label rights, that you can reuse as bonuses, you might want to take a look at that. And then you'll notice below it says click here for more info, and he's got a link called wsojunkie.com. What I would do there is put in your domain name, but do it just like that. So it's http://yourdomain.com. That way, if you go without the HTTP, that link will not be clickable. So it's very important that you do that. And again, with this, that takes you to a site where they are list building. So you can get a lot of list building benefit from this also. Plus, you can get direct traffic from YouTube, and you can also get placed in organic listings. And that backlink to your little review site will also assist you because it does help you show up higher in the search engines and get indexed, which is very, very important. So now that I've shown you some examples, I kind of want to talk about some of the next steps. And this is where, I'm just going to kind of go over some of these steps in detail for you as much as possible. So the first thing you want to do is register a domain similar to the product you are promoting. So you want to make sure, as you saw in those other examples, use domains like loveclawreview.org, loveclawreview.com, loveclawreview.net, theloveclaw.com. So add like THE before it with the product name.com. So you want to actually go with domains that carry the keywords of that particular product. That still actually works. As you saw in Google, the top 4 results there, and this was a very recent example, are all with the names of this products. Just like other sites that I looked at, when I typed in the name of their offer, I actually found quite a few websites in the weight loss niche as well. So it's been very well tested. This is how I did it in the past, and it still works. Is you want to register a domain similar to the product you are promoting. And then what you're going to do is just create a very basic WordPress site on this. And we actually have some videos that'll show you how to create and set up a WordPress site Plus, we'll walk you through the domain registration process. So those will actually be included with this training. It'll actually be below it. So look for that content if you are stuck in this moment where you're trying to register a domain and create that WordPress site. Because as you saw, those other top 3 sites were all built in WordPress, and WordPress is quite arguably one of the best platforms that anybody can use because it gives you a lot of flexibility and it's very easy to manage and maintain, and so it's a very good site that way. If money is super tight and you do not want to even register a domain, or you have not even purchased hosting yet, you could also create a review site on Tumblr for free. And so that's tumblr.com. Tumblr gets quite a bit of traffic out there still. It's a nice strategy to use. So you could actually create a Tumblr site, follow their instructions, create a Tumblr website review about the particular product. This is a very minimum step, but what I would do is make one large post on the site with all the information about the product that you have or can think of, and you want to be very thorough here. Oftentimes when it comes to these review sites, the more content you can provide, the better chance you have of ranking in the search engines. And so I would scour their JV page. Most of the time on their JV page, they're going to actually tell you what specific things people could expect to find with those products. So that's what I would do is be very thorough about providing your content and information there. Because that inside that post, that's going to be kind of what helps you rank. You want to be very thorough. You want it to be well thought out. As you saw in those examples I gave you, there were several paragraphs to it, so it wasn't just like a one short little paragraph. There were several paragraphs of meaty content. And if you can't find particular content about that product, you could actually write about the niche that product is in. The purpose of WordPress. If it's a WordPress plugin, how WordPress plugins really do help improve your life, and those types of things that make your site better and more successful. So those are the types of things that you want to look for so you can be thorough. You also want to include an About Us page, and this could be as simple as, my name is is John Smith, and I like to review products online for people or help connect people with products they are looking for. Those types of things make for a nice About Us page. People don't necessarily have to read a lot on those pages, but what's nice about them is it does build up your credibility, and it does help you in the eyes of the search engines because you do have the About Us, the Contact Us, and if you can try to include your picture with the About Us page. I think that's a very important thing to do. And then at the very least, make sure you at least have a privacy policy, which you can actually get an example privacy policy that's customized to you that you can actually use at freeprivacypolicy.com. So again, that is freeprivacypolicy.com. So at the very minimum, you could have like a privacy policy page on this WordPress website that you're creating. So the next steps are simply register a domain name similar to the product you're promoting. So it's like yourproductnamereview.com, .org, .net, theproductname.com. You can come up with all sorts of different directions to go there. Then you want to create a WordPress site around it. If money is tight, you don't have money for hosting or a domain, that's perfectly fine. You can create a site on tumblr.com. You don't need either of those things. Make one large post. It could be a 400 to 500 word review article, or you could go more than that with all the information about the product or the genre. Make sure you include the following pages, and then you're set to go to start promoting your website. And again, we have a video that actually walks you through the specific steps of setting up your WordPress site, getting the proper plugins so you're ready to go. And those are important things that you want to follow to make sure you're set up. So if you are stuck in the WordPress part or are stuck in the domain registration, we have those technical videos that'll help you through that part of the process. So the first part of promoting your site, actually the nice thing about this, piggybacking and this type of strategy is it does not involve, if you're going after products that have that have not launched yet, you're actually going to have a lot less competition. So you don't need to be perfect with SEO. You don't need to have tons of backlinks and different authority things going in for your site in order to get ranked up there. So what I would do is the first thing is set up a Google Plus profile. And this may seem kind of silly, but I'll explain myself. If you go to plus.google.com, this is where you can actually set it up. You would put in your Google information, so your Google name, username, and password. And the reason you want to use Google Plus is because you want to use the Author Shore plugin, and this is only if you're doing the WordPress part. Now, if you are doing Tumblr, you still want to set up your Google Plus, but you won't have access to Author Shore. But it is a free plugin, Author Shore is, and it actually allows you, once you're set up in the administration section, to tie it to your Google Plus profile in the settings. And so this will actually enable you so that inside the search engines your picture actually shows up next to the particular product that you are promoting. And I think I can show you an example of that here with one of these. Yes, it's right here. You notice this Love Claw review here. You notice loveclawreview.org really stands out because it's got a picture and it says buy, and it's got that person's name who owns this. And what you see here is that, wow, this person really makes it stand out. So you click there, it's going to have a higher click-through rate, and it also, Google does like to see that because you're not hiding behind a computer screen, and Google really likes that. And so as you can see, they rewarded this site for that. So that's why we're going right with Google Plus right away, because it's a big ranking factor, and it also does a good job of helping you get more click-through rates. And so that's why you want to follow these steps: is set up a Google Plus profile. And once you set up that Google Plus profile, you want to get the Author Shore plugin and install that on your WordPress site. And then with your Google Plus profile, you're just going to do basic things, which include, your name. It's going to be the college you went to, if you went to one. A little different, very minor about us page, about this is, my name, and I like to help connect people with good things and good products that they're looking for. You don't have to go, gangbusters on this, but you do want to try to connect it with your picture, or you could use another picture if you don't feel comfortable with it. But you want to have something that really jumps out. And if you're not going to do a picture, then don't create somebody that's not you type thing. Or you could create, I guess, with a template art or clip art or something like that. But I would kind of steer clear of that if possible. So inside your Google Plus profile, after you do this, you're going to want to share your first post on Google Plus. So whenever you make that first post on your website, you're going to want to go out to your Google Plus site and actually share it. Post this link out there, because that's going to help Google spiders get your content indexed, which is really important, because if you're not indexed, you're not going to get found in the search engines. They don't have no way of knowing who you are and that you're out there. So share your first post on Google Plus to get really fast indexing. The next thing you want to do is set up a Twitter account. Twitter account could be your name, it could be product reviews. You can kind of come up with that, but I would set up a Twitter account at twitter.com. Then after you make that first post, I would tweet that first post out there. And what's beneficial here with you doing the Twitter option is that Twitter can actually get you indexed very quickly as well, because it's another high authority site, and it's another social site that's linking back to you. So you've got Google Plus and you've got Twitter, and sometimes this is enough to propel some of these sites to the top, which is nice about it, because there's very little competition for these exact match type product launches. So at the very least, tweet that very first post, post a Twitter link to it, even if you have very few followers. That's going to help it get indexed. Then once you create that Twitter account, I would actually start following a few people. You could find people interested in internet business or whichever thing you're interested in. It could be sports. It really doesn't matter so much here, as you do want to build up a slight following with Twitter, so that when you do send it out, you might have somebody share it, and which can help it go viral. But for now, set up that Twitter account and post it. Set up the Google Plus account and share your material there, and make sure you link up with AuthorShare. The next thing you want to do to promote your site is leave 5 blog comments on relevant sites related to that product you're promoting. So no matter what niche you created, if you decided to promote a weight loss site, you would want to use Google blog search, and that is google.com, so www.google.com google.com/blog search, and I would go out there and type in, my product is about weight loss, and I would type in weight loss, or my product is about golfing that I'm promoting. These are the affiliate products you decided to promote. So I would go out there, look for those products, find blogs, and post relevant comments as well. So relevant sites that you want to post comments on, and post relevant comments that are related to that actual post that you read. You want to prove to them that you read the post, because that's going to increase the likelihood that your comment is actually received tenfold. It's going to make sure it gets out there. You might actually have to submit 10 blog comments, to make sure you get these 5. It just depends on how quick they are to approve comments and those types of things. And so what you want to do when you're posting here, post a very relevant review. I wouldn't do something like awesome blog post, or that was nice, or I like you a lot, or you have a great style. I wouldn't do stuff like that. I would say, hey, I agree with you here, or I like this point you made on this paragraph. It's going to make you look more human, which obviously you are, and it's going to really help you. So you want to do your name. You want to do a lot of different things there, but you want to use your real name when posting, or the pseudonym that you've been consistently using. If you're just doing product reviews under pseudonym, that's fine as well. And so you could just use whichever name you're using and include the URL to your website where it asks for the URL. Sometimes you can get away depending on the site, and I wouldn't do this all the time, but if you see other people getting away with it, I would do this as well. But sometimes you'll see where they actually include their actual link. So basically, you want to use your real name or pseudonym, and sometimes you can actually post the actual link inside the inside the actual comment section. And so if you see that is going on, that's another thing you could do. Blog commenting is a great way to get backlinks going. It's going to really help your site get indexed. And when I actually look back at some of the sites that are out there, and getting up there, getting that social connection, and actually getting ranked in the search engines, these little piggyback marketing strategies type sites, I'll notice that a lot of them have blog comment links, and so it's a really important strategy to focus in on. So you want to find blogs that are related to the product you are promoting as an affiliate. It's a very important point to make because it's going to naturally give you a little higher quality backlink, and within the eyes of Google, it's going to help you rank a little better as well. Next thing you want to do, you don't have to do this. At the very minimum, I would do the things that I just outlined for you. So at the very, very minimum, I would do the blog commenting, and then I would do the the Google Plus, the AuthorSure, the Twitter, and the 5 blog comments. That typically might be enough just to get you going. So that's the nice thing, is you're not having to do tons of articles, press releases, videos. It is advised that you do these things, though. I would create a short video review of the product, kind of like that one I showed you, and we have some examples of creating online videos as well. But I would go out there, talk about the bonus you have for the product if you are doing this, if you are offering a bonus, because they can really help increase your conversions. I would use Jing, Cam Studio, or Screencast-O-Matic to actually record this video. Screencast-O-Matic is very similar to Camtasia, and so is Cam Studio and Jing, which is what I'm actually using. I'm actually using Camtasia, not to be confused with Cam Studio. Camtasia is actually it's more expensive video screen capture program, but these options here have free options. Jing will cost you, I think it's $15 a year. Cam Studio and Screencast-O-Matic are actually free, and Screencast-O-Matic is a very minimal upgrade. I believe it's less than $10, so it's very affordable for creating screen capture videos. You could create a short PowerPoint outlining the product. So basically, take your review that you wrote up on your website and chunk it down into bullet points. Take each sentence if you want to and make it a bullet point, or each important point that you've given about that product, make it a bullet point. It does not have to be a long video. It doesn't have to be 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It can be 30 seconds to a minute, of why people should check out this website and your bonus. When you're actually submitting it, use yourreviewsite.com, whatever that name is, but with the http:// because that's very important, because that will make sure your link is hyperlinked like you see it on my screen, and that's going to increase the chances that they click through from your video. And as you saw in the example I gave you of the actual rankings, there was actually a Google video that was actually showing up there. So that was the reason, I wanted to show you that as one of the top places that showed up was blogs, and then there were two of them that actually were occupied by a video. So if you can, at the very least, if your website's not showing up for whatever reason, you also might be able to get your YouTube video up there, or you could better yet have your video showing up there, which has happened to me before. You have your video and your website ranking, and so you're getting double the exposure, double the traffic. And so again, the video part is a method you don't have to do. If that scares you, just do the first few things I talked about with Google Plus and Twitter, and then also also do the blog comments as well. Once you do a video, if you do decide to do that, you're tapping into a whole new traffic source. And what I would do is make sure you tweet that video out. This is my video review of this product. This is my, on Google Plus, this is my video review of the Love Claw, or insert product name here. And tweet and Google Plus your video. That's going to help that video get ranked in the search engines and get it picked up, which in turn will help your website get indexed because you have a backlink from your video site. It helps your video get ranked up there. So it's just very simple, and we're not doing a huge big promotional strategy here. A lot of times there could be a lot more involved with a lot more content needing to be created, but at the very minimum this is going to be good enough, especially if you chose a product with very little competition behind it. Another thing you can do is create a Squidoo lens promoting the product using a different review. And we actually have a video talking about how to create a Squidoo lens that is also included below this. Create a tumblr.com blog to use to link back to your review site. Use slightly different review variations. So again, you don't want to go out there, take the exact review from your site and put it onto Squidoo and then put it onto Tumblr, but I would use your own unique review. So I would have a couple different reviews of that product. One would go on Squidoo and then link back to your review site. Another one would be on your review site, and that's going to be the main unique one, the larger one. And then I would, within Squidoo, you could also insert your YouTube video if you went that route. And then with Tumblr, you could provide a link to your Squidoo page. You could provide a link to your video. You could also provide, a link to your review site. Tumblr is just a really good thing for getting another social backlink from a high authority, high traffic website. You could also social bookmark your Squidoo.com lens and Tumblr.com page, and you can Google social bookmarking sites for the newest list. That's the best way to get an updated list because they're always changing. I would go out to Google, type in social bookmarking sites, and I would go to the top 10 that you find in the search engines after typing in social bookmarking sites. Those are the sites I would go to. I'd quickly go to those, say, okay, I'm going to just go to these 10 sites and social bookmark 5 to my Squidoo page, 5 to my Tumblr page, and that will actually help increase the backlinks to those, which will leverage backlinks back to your website. It's a really good way to kind of create a nice little link funnel going. Another thing you can do is write a press release and link it to your site. With press releases, one of the best ways you can do is just kind of say, introducing the new Love Claw review, or there was a product out there in the past called Instant Form Pro, and I put, Instant Form Pro review unveils the truth, or something like that. So Love Claw review really digs down deep or shows you how it really works. So with the press release, you can go to a site called prweb.com. prweb.com. You could also go to Google and type in submit press release free, and you can watch those websites, read those websites to see how press releases are written, just so you can understand how they're structured. And then I would go and I would work on writing my own press release, and then simply go to Google and type in submit press release free to find a list of press release sites that you can then submit to, and in that press release link back to your review site. That's going to give you more authority and more backlinks. Now this whole page here is all optional. I'm not telling you have to do these steps. What I am mentioning though is the nice thing is if you do some of these, you stand a better chance of getting not only your website ranked, but also a video, and also like Squidoo and Tumblr. So you might have 4 of the top 10 rankings, which means you're going to get 4 times the traffic as if you just had one thing, which means possibly and potentially 4 times the commissions. So if you're willing to put in a little more work, you might earn a little more. If you don't want to do the work and just want to do the minimum to get your site indexed and try to get it ranked, that's perfect. You could do that, rinse and repeat, and go on to another product. You could probably do a lot more products that way. So it's completely up to you, these steps that I'm talking about. And then finally, the last thing that I would do is write an article about whatever genre that product is in, and then I would share it on Go Articles. So if Love Claw was a WordPress plugin, that was the example I gave here. That was a WordPress plugin. I would write a nice 350, 400 word article about WordPress plugins and how beneficial they are. Or Love Claw is like a social media WordPress plugin. So I would do an article about social media WordPress plugins. And then in the author resource box, I would link back to my review site. For a review on a social marketing WordPress plugin, check this out. And that's the strategy that I would use to try to enhance the backlink portfolio going to these pages. But at the very minimum, I will actually point out the blog comments, the Twitter and the Twitter post, the Google Plus, and you could also throw in Facebook there, has been enough on many of these to actually get ranked. And when you do the video, the Squidoo, the Tumblr, and these other methods, you can actually really increase the likelihood that you're going to get ranked in the search engines. Another idea you can do, if you're somebody that has a little bit of money, you don't have to have a ton of money to do this, but if you have a little bit of money and you're short on time, you could actually go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and you could actually search for these types of things. You could probably type in WordPress install, and you could probably find somebody that will install and set up your WordPress site for $5. I can't guarantee it, but you could also go here and find people that will help you with the promotional strategy. So let's say you did create a video, or let's say you did do a Squidoo lens, or you did do a Tumblr site, and you want to get some traffic and get things indexed. Go there, type in social bookmarking or type in blog commenting and see what people will do. Like here's one. I will do social bookmarking submission manually to 200 plus sites, including the top 50 sites, for $5. That might be a service you want to check out to see what they're doing manually to get that many clicks. But this one here, I will submit to 50 social bookmarking sites, and all with a 5 to 7 page rank for $5. And you could actually provide them the link to your Squidoo, Tumblr, your review site. You could have them change it up. So let's say they send 10 to your video, 10 to your blog, 10 to this, and that way you're actually getting a little more traction out of it. But you can see here, you can type in any service: blog commenting, article submission, press release submission, video submission, and you might find people that for $5 will do quite a bit for you to really help you get things indexed and going, so that when that product is launched, you are in a position to really piggyback it. Now I know you're watching this because you're probably in need of rapid cash, and so you're probably going, well, I don't have tons of money to invest here. Well, that's where, Fiverr's great, because it's less, it's $5 to have this stuff done, and they can do it relatively quickly for you. So it might be something worth checking out. And if you don't have the money for it, you don't have the money for it. There's no problem there. It's something you could do later on after you've earned a little bit of commissions. And like I said before, you don't have to have your own WordPress site and hosting. You could build your website on Tumblr. You could just build a Squidoo lens and just promote those only, and forego promoting your own website. You will do much better off with your own website, and I would advise you of that. And I would also advise you to be set up to list build. But again, if money is tight, then just focus on the methods that I laid out for finding a good digital product to promote, building a little website, and doing a little bit of promotion to help it get ranked and indexed. And if you aren't going with your own site, you might have to do a little more work. You might have to do a little more effort with the video and those types of methods to really see some results. Now, one other thing I promised you I was going to talk about was piggyback marketing and promoting physical products and physical goods. And this is where Amazon comes in. Amazon actually has a link. If you go to Amazon.com/G as in go, P as in potato, /new dash releases. If you go to, again, that's Amazon.com/GP /new dash releases, and that actually lists out the Amazon hot new releases. And you can really navigate down here. In fact, if you're on this page, you could actually see on the left hand side it will say appliances, and then it will actually say like the App Store, arts, craft, automotive, beauty, books, camera. So you could actually go to camera and photo and actually find the latest model that are coming out. A lot of these products have not even launched yet. When you actually go there, you will actually find that they're just taking pre-order sales, or it's not going to be available until a month out, or 15 days out, whatever the case might be. If you go to electronics or TVs, you'll find the latest TV brands. And so this is where you can piggyback off products that are popular products. These could be name brand products, like Nikon might be releasing a new camera. Xbox might be releasing a new Xbox console. I've made a lot of money doing physical product promotions around holiday seasons, which is where this comes in. A lot of times you can not only leverage just the up and coming products, but you can position yourself because people want the hot new releases that are coming out around Christmas time, or around certain seasons like Valentine's Day, whatever items those might be. People want those types of things, so you could leverage those types of products as well to piggyback off those holidays. But you'll have a much better luck if you go, look at Amazon for products that have not completely been released yet, and you start doing reviews, because there's going to be a lot more affiliates that'll jump on after that product gets launched. And the best advice I can give you here is you want to use the same methods mentioned for digital products to promote the physical product. So just like you set up the WordPress site, you do the Tumblr, and again, we have a lot of technical videos that show you how to do these things. The Google Plus thing, the Twitter thing, those are all different things that you're going to want to do when you're actually, to actually make it work properly for you. Set up a WordPress site, get that site indexed, and promote like crazy. Just promote it like crazy to get backlinks going to it and get some traction, because you can really position yourself very, very well, and you're reaching a very targeted audience because they are looking for a specific product. They maybe heard about it on TV, they maybe heard about it through a friend, that for whatever reason they know this product is launching, and you're going to get a very targeted visitor that way. If you can integrate list building, they're camera buyers. You could post it in there. You could recommend camera products to them, or if they're TV buyers, you could offer other TV related services or whatnot. But again, set up that WordPress site, get that site indexed at the very minimum so that you are positioned, and then consider doing the promotional strategies I talked about. And again, if you just do the bare minimum to get indexed, which is Google Plus, Twitter, and then do the 5 blog comments, you're going to be just fine as far as being indexed. With Amazon.com products and new items, there can be a much higher appeal and actually more long-term traffic, because it's going to be a product that, like internet marketing products, may just launch and then they're gone and on to another one. Whereas these newer Amazon products, if you get yourself positioned first, you have a better chance of holding that ranking. And with these products, obviously, they're going to stay on Amazon for a very long time, as you are well aware. So the best choice is to pick products also that are higher priced, like above $100, to ensure the best commissions for you. The main difference with going with physical products as opposed to digital too is with digital products, they're willing to offer 50% to sometimes 75% commissions. Some of these JVZoo products offer 100% commissions because they just want the buyer leads. But with so that's going to be something you'll want to watch, is like with Amazon products, you're only making 6% to 8% sometimes, and and oftentimes it's 4% even. So if you are sitting there promoting a product that is worth $10, you might only be making 40 to 60 cents. So I would focus on products like, I wouldn't focus a lot on new books unless that's a very big niche that you want to tap into, is new book releases. You might be able to sell a high enough volume of those, but I would look at things like TVs, new washer and dryer sets, GPS systems, video game consoles, video games themselves. Those tend to be $50 or so, and in that case, you're making a couple dollars at least, so that will add up. And plus, video games have a huge audience. Blu-ray players, 3D Blu-ray players, television systems, as I think I mentioned, golf club sets, so new sets of golf clubs. Those types of things are going to be over $100, which is going to give you a better chance to actually make a little more commissions. And that's what I would focus on. I would also be very well aware when doing Amazon products about what holidays are coming up. Is it Father's Day? And maybe look at the sporting goods type products. Or if it's Mother's Day, look at the camera type products or products that your mother would like. If it's Christmas season, maybe it's toys that you focus on, the new releases coming out in toys, and you piggyback on that success and that interest and that buzz. So the Super Bowl, oftentimes around the Super Bowl, a lot of people are buying TVs. So I would look at events like the Super Bowl going on, and I would look at purchasing a new TV, and then you can leverage that because TVs are going to be well over $100. You can make a lot of money on them, and you can piggyback off their success by building these very basic and very simple websites. Here's some key points, then we'll wrap this up. You may need to do this multiple times to ensure the best results. The first product you choose to promote may not do much for you at all. You might not get ranked. You may get ranked and not make any sales. You're really what you're doing here is you're basically promoting products that have not launched yet. So you can't guarantee they're going to sell very, very well or have the best conversions. But what you can guarantee is that you have something in a position to get ranked. That's the only thing you can do is work on getting yourself in a position and at least have the site up and indexed. Because if it's not live, you're not going to make a dime. I learned that the hard way in the past. So you might need to do multiple sites. Don't get discouraged that the first site isn't a home run. It might take, you might hit it out of the park on the first one. It might take 2, it might take 3, it might take 4. It took me, a couple websites before, I finally got comfortable and actually saw some revenue using this method. It is very possible to make money. People are doing it all the time, and it's a proven method. You're connecting buyers that are interested in that product. So it's a very good chance that you're going to make money, but don't get discouraged. I want to make that a key point. Be consistent. As with anything, as trying to earn money on the internet, you have to be consistent. Work with it until you see some revenue and move on to another method, or at least give it a good shot. Obviously you don't want to sit here for months on end, but if, a lot of times you see people are like, well, I've devoted, a whole year to internet marketing, and then you find out they built one website throughout that whole year, and that's what they call devoting an entire year. Well, maybe after 5 sites, if you haven't gotten this strategy to work for you, maybe you do need to find something else. But give it a good, honest try, and try to do it as quickly and efficiently as possible so you can see, hey, is this method going to work for me or not? Because I guarantee you you will see some sort of you'll probably see some sort of results with it, because it is a method that makes sense and it works. I've seen it work. It works all the time. A lot of our affiliates are doing this to earn money. It's just one of those things, you have to do it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Get something out there and you'll be surprised. Use the basic WordPress template. You don't have to. The biggest mistake I used to make was spending hours and hours trying to find the ideal WordPress template. That is not out there. You're never going to find the perfect WordPress template that makes you happy. Go with the basic out of the box WordPress theme. Use the 2010 theme, the older one they have. Use the 2012 theme, the 2011 theme. Pick one of those themes and go with it. Change the colors in the background if you want. The site does not need to be perfect. You don't have to be a literary genius to make this work as well. It's just a matter of putting forth the effort. So get something out there. You will actually be surprised what happens if you get something out there, or get a couple things out there, and rinse and repeat this method over and over, especially if it's working for you and you're seeing money. Let's say you've got a couple sites out there, you've seen $50, $100, $200. Well, keep doing this method. Get a lot more of these types of websites out there, and kind of keep moving forward with it from that perspective. So that would be kind of my biggest takeaways here, is really focused on getting something out there, and you will be really surprised at what happens. It's all about taking action, especially when you're in a need to earn rapid cash.